Okay, welcome back. Here we are for this next session where we're going to talk all about mastering the follow-up. You guys, 90% of sales come from the follow-up. This means that you can increase your success and your results by 90% just by getting good at this one part. So you've learned all about posting and engaging and pivoting that conversation. Now we're in messages and we're in inboxes and we're connecting with people. We're sharing our experiences. We're creating offers and offering opportunity to connect with Modera at a different level. And guess what? Sometimes people click the links and they order. Sometimes people get all the information and they come right on board. And most times, people see all the stuff, they get all the information, and then they don't take action. And it's not because they're not interested. And it's not because they don't care. And it's not because they don't want to tell you no. It's simply because they got distracted. Life got a little busy. Your message got pushed down. I want you to assume the best in all these situations all the time. So I'm going to give you a framework, right? Because follow-up is one of those things where we kind of know we have to do it, but it's kind of scary. Like, I don't want to ask them again. I don't want to bother them. If they're really interested, they would do this. If they really wanted it, they would do this. But those are the lies that we tell ourselves, because here's what we know. Follow-up is required. Okay, your fortune is in the follow-up, they say. And I like to say your future is in the follow-up, your future business partner, your future customer, your future team. In fact, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for a matter of follow-up. So let's talk about the FREAK framework. So write down FREAK. Here comes another acronym. I hope you're excited. Let's walk right through this. We're going to become follow-up freaks in the best way that I can say that. And you are going to become incredible at following up. So let's talk about, so F stands for follow-up, right? So we know we have to follow up. If somebody didn't take action or if somebody didn't make a decision, we have to follow up, right? Now, the really great thing about this is that you have to remember that when people commented on your post, when they wanted more information, when they got into conversation with you, they're basically they've given you permission now to follow up with them until they say, no, thank you. Okay. So I want you to just kind of know that we're going to follow up. The rule of 3 to 5, it takes 3 to 5 follow-ups. That's the average for somebody to make a decision. Why? Because we're human, because we didn't get a chance to look at the information, because we didn't get enough information, because we still have questions, because we got busy, because we forgot, because all those kinds of things happen. So it's going to take you getting in there 3 to 5 times to help move them along that decision train and figure out what they want to do. So again, do not assume that they didn't buy, didn't get back to you, didn't respond, didn't anything because they're not interested or they don't want to participate in what it is that you're doing. Always assume that they're interested because I already told you, right? They already commented, like, what's that? I want to know more. Can I get more information, right? They're already interested. So we just now get to follow up and get with them. So following up can be, really quick, like you've sent some information and maybe it's later in the day and you're going back through your messages. You're like, oh yeah, I sent Andrea that information. I need to jump back in there. So that follow-up might look a little something like, hey, did you get a chance to check out that fact sheet I sent you? Did you get a chance to watch the video? Did you get a chance to peep the results page? Did you get a chance to look at this, right? That's as simple as the follow-up could be. The follow-up could be as simple as, hey, Andrea, I sent the link or I sent the information. Just want to make sure you got it. And then be like, boop, I did. Perfect, right? So that leads me to the next one. This is R, which stands for reach back out. Once we follow up, if they didn't make a decision, we're going to have to reach back out to them, right? We're going to have to reach back up. So here's some of my reach backs that I love to use. Hey, Andrea, did that link work for you? Here's what's going to happen. She's going to say, oh my gosh, I never even clicked on it. Oh my gosh, silly, well, you can't know more. If you don't know more, go look at it. Or she's going to say, yeah, it totally did work. Great. Next thing. Did you have any questions? Did you get a chance to review the video? Did you get a chance to review the pictures I had sent to you? Another good reach back out would be like, I know you said you wanted better skincare. Did you get a chance to check it out? I know you said you wanted to lose weight. I know you said you wanted more energy. I know you said you were looking for a new pre-workout. I know you said you wanted to try the collagen, right? So jumping back in, repeating what they said they want to know more about. Another good reach back. So maybe you've sent some information, maybe you've sent some pictures, maybe you've added them to a results page. And the next thing is to jump back in there, reach back out with, and this could happen same day or next day or a couple days later. Hey, Andrea, What additional information do you need to feel good about moving forward and getting started with this, or this, right? And then I tell you, well, I just really want to know the ingredients, or I just really want to, does this work? How does it work? What does that look like? So you just, what happens is you just open up conversation to just really get in there and add more value. And then another really good reach back is what I call leveraging images. So sometimes when I'm reaching back out, I'll bump into the conversation with a before and after photo. These are the results my friend's getting using the products you want to get your hands on. Like, could you see yourself getting results like this? Are these the type of results that you're looking for? Let's get you started. So images are really great too, because right there is social proof that, man, these products really work. And man, I really want to do this. And so it helps move the conversation along. So if we followed up and we reached back out and they still haven't taken action, then what we're going to do is and this is what we're going to do anyway, we're going to really focus on engaging often. So these people that you have that are looking at products that are potential prospects for your business, the biggest mistake that we make is we don't become their biggest fan. We just kind of hope they circle back around to us. And that is not how it works. You got to circle the boat. So you've got to engage often. That means that you are commenting on their posts. You are jumping into conversations. You are taking the initiative in developing and building that relationship. That's what engaging often is. It's you wishing them happy birthdays when it comes around. It's you a happy anniversary when it comes around. Even if they don't buy from you, even if they don't become your customer, you're going to engage often, add value to the relationship, because we're building that knowability, likability, trust factor that is absolutely required for the person on the other end to want to say yes to doing business with you. When was the last time you guys did business with a complete stranger? When's the last time you bought something online through inbox from somebody you didn't trust? It doesn't happen. So we have to increase our credibility here, right? So we're going to engage often. We're going to become their biggest fan. I'm going to get all over their stories. I want to know what their life is like. I want to know what's happening and what's going on. I want to show up in a big way, right? And increase my visibility, because here's the deal. If I'm engaging with all of their stuff, more of my stuff is popping into their stuff, and we have all this stuff happening, and that's a good thing. That's what we want. So E, engage often, no matter what. Okay. And then we come back to that A, which is ask again. Ask again. Sometimes people just don't decide to order, or they wait. Maybe it's bad timing. Maybe it's a financial situation. Maybe they just have too much going on. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe they can't even fathom like starting anything new or thinking about, a healthier routine or lifestyle. So we got to get back out there and ask again. Like, hey, Andrea, a couple of weeks ago, you said you were wanting to get your hands on some new collagen. I would love to connect you to a really great promotion that we have right now. See what I'm doing there? Okay. Hey, Andrea, I know that you said you were really wanting to take a look at this business and this social retail model. I would really love to revisit that with you. I'd love to actually get you into a 3-way chat with a leader, with a friend of mine who's also having success, who could share a little bit more about how all this works with you. You got to get back in there. You got to ask again. You got to ask again. And sometimes I love to ask again with an exit ramp. Here's what I mean. Hey, Andrea, I know you said you really wanted to get a hold of these products because you are getting married in 6 months and you want to look your best. And I really want to help you do that. But if you're no longer interested, you can just say that too. If you'd like to pass for now, you could just say that too. If you decided to do something else, you can just let me know that too. And what happens oftentimes is people come back with, oh my gosh, no, I really want this, or I really want to work with you, or this or this, but all these other things have happened, right? And then you have an opportunity to connect with them. Then we get to go through that sharing phase again. And then we get to move back into the offer phase where we're offering them an opportunity to look a little bit deeper at the business, or maybe coming on board as a customer is better for them at this point in time. Whatever the case may be, we never want to assume they're uninterested. They don't want information, none of that. Even those people who are like, you think are ghosting you, okay, they're not. Your message got pushed down. We're going to assume it got pushed down. We're going to assume that they just didn't see it. We're going to assume they got distracted. We're going to assume they saw your message and they had every intention to reply, but then life got busy and then like they totally forgot, because their life moves at the speed of the feed as well, not just yours, right? Always know that you have something really incredible to offer. These products, these products are great for most everybody. This business opportunity is really incredible for most people. It is okay to ask again. You're not being pushy. What you are being is persistent. And you're persistent because, not because you want the sale, not because you want the commission, not because of any of that. It's not about the points, right? It's not about the rank or the title. It's about the ability to help someone reach a goal they've already claimed. It's about putting better products in people's hands. So we're persistent on behalf of that person. We don't want to let them down in us showing up for what it is that they are looking for. Okay. And if they are like, no, thank you, Andrea, I'm not interested. Now's not a good time. Financially, it's just not smart. I've got too much going on. I'm overwhelmed, whatever the case may be. This is where the K becomes so important in that freak framework, and K stands for keep them posted. So I love to say here, hey, Andrea, I know now's not a good time. I know money's an issue right now. I know blah, 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 blah. But is it okay if I keep you posted on upcoming sales and promotions? They're going to say yes. And the next time you have one, you just reach out. Okay. This is what I call permission-based follow-up. Hey, I know now's not a good time, but are you okay with me following up with you in the next 30 days? I would love to be able to do that. We can revisit the conversation. And they're going to say, you know what? Yes. And then unless they say no, absolutely not, I just don't want to have another conversation about this, never, ever, ever in a million years. You say, okay, that's great. I totally respect that. And you continue actively engaging no matter what the outcome is. Actively engaging, because here's what I know. Things change for people all the time. What they're looking for, what they want to do, what they need changes all the time. And if you're actively engaged and you continue adding value to that relationship and continue pouring into that other person, when it comes time, when the timing is right for them, you are going to be the first person that pops into their brain because you stayed consistent on that relationship continuum, right? So much so that their likability of you is huge. The knowability is great, and the credibility is the highest it's ever been. So here's some reminders when it comes to the freak framework. Follow-up is a process. Sometimes it'll happen in one single thread. You'll move through all three of those steps. Sometimes it'll take course over a couple of days. But honestly, you really want to work to move somebody through that freak framework in about no more than 5-day time span, right? It is a process. It's about moving people along the decision cycle, starting that conversation, giving the information, following up with them, finding out what else they need, helping them figure out what's best for them, helping give them the results, helping them make a decision, and helping them get started. And when people say, no, I'm not interested, or no this or no that, please know that no oftentimes doesn't mean like no completely, like nada, right? Usually it means they don't know enough. They don't know if they can do it. They don't know if they'll have the support. They don't know if they'll be successful. They don't know if they're capable. They don't know if the products work. They don't know all of it. It usually has more to do with what they don't know than them actually saying no. So when someone's like, well, no, that's not for me. I'm like, well, can you help me understand why that is? Well, this business, I always ask, can you tell me, like, if it's not stepping too far, can you tell me why it's not, or why you think not? And oftentimes it turns into something that's not even like really a no. And then we can just provide a little bit more value, increase belief and credibility a little bit more, educate a little bit more, inform a little bit more, provide a little bit more social proof. And soon enough, we fill up those no buckets and the answer becomes a yes, and I'm ready, and let's get going. So it's okay to follow up with people until you get the no, thank you. That is 100% fine. So now that you have all the tools you need to succeed, right? We know all about like putting some pep in our step, connecting, sharing, and offering. Now we have a complete framework for following up. You guys literally have the foundational strategies and skill sets and mindset to just really help you explode your business. And if you keep it this simple, guys, I promise you, in about a year from now, you're not going to believe the business that you have. You're going to be able to look back and know that it came from becoming a master of these 3 simple trainings. You guys, my name is Andrea Gebhardt. Thank you so much. If you need anything, I'm here, and I'm so excited to celebrate your success all along the way.